your glory, give me mighty power. Come forth, eagle soul, and let me float. Float. Now, people, you know me, I always switching up the slogan and moving on. Still on the idea of people in community. Remember, the human race using decimal rank, they use it to make bomb. And they're supposed to use it to help us, understand? And they're using quantum physics wrong, because quantum physics is something where this tree right here, see this tree right here? Quantum physics maths, I said it in this, it always there. Even when it gone like that, it's still there. It just keep returning. So quantum physics to me was supposed to use to return our hand if it broke off. If we lose our arm, quantum supposed let we grow back our arm by using the power of technology. Float above human. You understand? Now in this one now we're going to talk about safety and protecting yourself. I did camera like this. But in this community of Queens, I have experienced a lot of people trying to kidnap her and people trying to kill her in certain type of way. And I noticed a lot of women missing, a lot of young people missing, but they do not have the desert eyes, or the discerning eyes, or the lookout eyes, or the discover eyes, or see before happen eyes. So they just fall into the trap. You understand? Because of look ahead, some people, or some group of people want to stop certain float above them. You understand? So what will happen now, they will just send out a team of man and kidnap you and take your little child. There's a lot of police lose their children because they was going to do things. There's a lot of poor people lose their children because they was going to do things. But what happened, they don't teach them safety. They don't teach you safety in school. You understand how to protect yourself and how to guide yourself and how to see trouble ahead. Understand? And how to protect yourself. They will tell you, don't get into people cause. So what? People supposed to know not to get into people cause. There's more to it. But sometimes, people will play like they're sick. Understand? Play like they're sick, or like pass out on the floor like that. Understand? And when they play like they're sick on the floor, the best thing to do is to call 911. Understand? If you see somebody standing there and it's nighttime, do not go over there. If it's daytime, it's okay to do it. If you see trunk open, do not enter there if you see trunk open, because sometimes people pretend to catch you. Understand? If you see someone fainted, you are not a doctor, you are not a nurse. If you could do CPR, yeah, go ahead and do that. But if it's a nighttime, call 911. And the next thing too, you have to realize, man, trouble comes in off arm, trap comes in off arm. If you have to pass someone to go inside your apartment, they could kidnap you. Understand? People play friendly to lure in their trap. Understand? If you do not know this person, be careful. And one of the greatest things of all time is to hear the trouble before it occur. Because if someone go kill you, they're gonna tell you, man. I'm telling you, if your friend is against you, they're gonna tell you. There's some words gonna tell you. You're gonna hear them slipping. You're gonna hear them talking slick. You're gonna hear them using reverse psychology, or they're using metaphor way. You understand? You understand? You gotta listen for it. Because some people so caught up in friendship, and sometimes that's will be the end of them. You understand? Sometimes you might take in a road trip and say, when you take the road trip, you're not gonna return. But some people don't take that lightly. You must not take threat lightly. Understand? You must listen and observe. If you're in your car and you're driving, right? And it's nighttime or daytime, and you pull up and you see somebody else in a car, don't take your eye off of that person. Watch first before you come out the car. Understand? If you're living in one neighborhood and you live in a complex or a project or a gate community, you're supposed to know all the cars in the community. You're supposed to know who's your neighbor, what time they come out to go to work, what time they do not go to work, what time is their day off. Some people might say mind your business, but it's not minding your business. You're supposed to know what's going on around you. Because in Buddha book teacher said, I said before, in Buddha, it's real reality. He said your mind must always be at your present where you're at. So if you live somewhere, your mind must be there. That means if your mind's supposed to be there, I'm calculating like this. I'm supposed to know my neighbor time. If they come out to work 8 o'clock, I'm supposed to know that. I'm not nosing. Understand? If they don't come in, I'm supposed to say something wrong. Understand? I mean, if that car sit there for months and don't move, that's something wrong. Well, my neighbor car sitting there for 2 months, I know one day I want to check if somebody go inside the apartment or kill her or she sleep to herself to death. You understand? You got to know when something is going wrong. You understand? Within your neighborhood. And the same thing goes for your family member. If you someone used to call you all the time and you do not hear from that person and that's a family member you're supposed to go check up, it's still a part of safety. Understand? When you're drinking, you got to know what you're drinking. If your lungs go off, brrr, you got to know when something hit your chest. It's safety. You got to know when something affecting you, when it not. You understand? All right, so remember, man, always remember to stay safe. And remember, road rage can get you killed. Understand? So you got to watch what type of beef you put, because some people pull up guns and shoot you on the highway. Somebody bad road drive you, you just keep you cool. You understand? But you might take it to the wrong way and get smoked out. These are some of the things. And also notice that parents lose their children because they do not teach their children safety rules. All mother and father who watch this camera, you have to sit your children down and teach them safety rules. You understand? Teach them to call mom when they come home. Understand? Don't hop in cars with stranger. If they see something out the ordinary, they either knock up their next door neighbor, or they call 911, or they run for help and cry for help. You understand? And tell them sometimes your best neighbor is a kidnapper. If you read all the things in the world, and you read safety book and how to protect yourself, and you read self-defense courses, you understand what I'm trying to tell you. No one ain't trustworthy more than yourself. No one can protect yourself but yourself. You understand? No one can see the trouble before you but yourself. You have to practice yourself to see trouble. You can't just get up and say, well, I'm going to see the trouble before it happens. It's always there. You understand? You got to tell when it's faking and when it's not faking. So some people pretending, man. You have a lot of people out here trained to pretend to these things that they are not. Some play like they're crazy and they're not crazy. Some play like they're sick and they're not sick. Some people play like they faint and they're not fainted. Some people play like they pass out and they're not pass out. This was something to lower you. You understand? All the new friends you're going to make within the earth, you got to watch them because some of them just there to lower you, you understand, to kill you. This is why a lot of children left home and never return because their own friend lower them to their death. You understand that? So be safe. And how to be safe, you must check yourself, understand yourself, learn to have an eardrum. Because people tell you. You understand? They tell you what they're going to do. You understand? The word out your mouth tell who you are and what you up to. I learned that from the Bible. Understand? So big up all the Christian people around the world. Learn to protect yourself. Learn to watch over yourself. And learn to guide yourself. Yo, check your doors. Check your heart. Sometimes when you come inside your home, yo, check on your bed. Check your closet. Check the room. Learn to know when somebody enter your room. Because invincible men are real. Invincible man can enter your apartment and watch how you left your food. And they will put poison in there. This is about the safety. And I'm letting you know into something. And those people that come into your apartment, the sliders will come through your sunroof. Understand? And put poison in your food. And they could come in there and harm you too. You understand? You gotta be careful because you got good sliders and bad sliders. If you don't want to believe, go on YouTube. You understand? Float above them. You're the power, glory. Give me mighty power. The solar eagle come forward and let me float above you, man. Float. Remember, Deal Figure Entertainment. Like always. Google STAYFIYA and check that out. Remember, Road Yard.